feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in or you can tap out. But you know my slogan, you know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, man. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K, all right? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, do me a favor, my G's, all right? Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, my G's, all right? Big salute. Now, listen, man, I got a lot of people in the DM right now. Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your thought process on everything that's going on with Donald Trump and Iran? Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your thought process on everything that's taking place with Donald Trump and Iran? And I got to say, man, it is absolutely nasty work. Yeah, absolutely nasty work. You know, it's disgusting, man, seeing what's going on between the U.S. government and Iran. You understand? But one thing for sure, two things for certain, you know, it's exposure. You know, that dog fur is being exposed for exactly what it is. And Iran is calling cap. Iran is calling cap. Donald Trump has issued a final ultimatum to Iran, right? You know, Donald Trump has been going at this for the last month, you know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with threats upon threats upon threats. And at this point, Iran is calling cap. Not only is Iran calling cap, but they got all kind of Lego rap songs going at Donald Trump and everybody else. So one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. We're going to have a conversation about this, and it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But I've been telling y'all, we are at a present day in American history where the dog fur has the look in the mirror, all right? The dog fur has a mirror held up right in their face, and the person that they're looking at is Donald J. Trump. Absolutely nasty work. Big salute, man. We're going to get into this. You already know, before I go any further, before I give you this pure dope straight and off the brick into the bottles, right? Before I do that, we got to do some customizations to the chat, my G. You got to understand something. The higher ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to shadow ban the channel and muffle the message. Listen, man, the higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the algorithm and a threat to the establishment. Not only am I a threat to the algorithm and a threat to the establishment, but the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, so it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Let's get into this, man. We're going to customize the chat, get this thing right. Big salute to everybody that's in here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are approaching 60,000 subscribers as we speak. All right, hopefully we hit that mark tonight. We're going to make sure we do what we got to do. But Donald Trump, you know, Donald J. Trump is an embarrassment, man. And I got to say it. I got to be very honest. We're going to get into this. We're not going to take our foot off the pedal. Yeah, we're going to talk about things that's going on in the industry. We're going to have these conversations. We're going to bait the algorithm. But when it comes to Donald Trump and the establishment, we got to expose that. We got to stay on that. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Y'all ancestors are rolling in their graves. Oh, we gonna have a conversation. Yeah, I said it. The dog fur is rolling in their graves, watching y'all at work, watching y'all move right now. This ain't how listen, this ain't how your ancestors was moving. Hey, Donald Trump, listen to me. Your ancestors would have already did what they needed to do over there. Look at Hiroshima. Y'all done got soft, man. Yeah, that dog fur done got soft. That dog fur done turned white. Yeah, we gonna have a conversation tonight. Big salute to the chat. You know, we gonna be very careful about how we moving on this platform. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right. Now listen, man. You see that right there. You see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right there. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers all in the comment section, doing the Twittering with your comment section, all with your Twitter fingers, yeah, extra Meek Mill with the Twitter fingers all in the comment section, doing all the commenting with your Twitter fingers in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be exactly what it's going to be. All right, now let's get into this. Like I said, man, Donald Trump has given his final ultimatum. His final ultimatum to Iran to open up the little river over there for the transportation of the oil and all the other goods that come through that little canal right there. He's given his final ultimatum. But see, you got to ask yourself, when it's wartime, how many ultimatums are you going to give? How many chances are you going to give before you actually go ahead and go to war? See, that's one thing for sure and two things for certain. Nobody's really shining a light on. Donald Trump says you got 2 weeks to open the canal up. Then he said you got 3 weeks to open the canal. Then he said, I'm going to give you another 5 days to open the canal. And he told them people, I'm going to give you till April the 6th to open up the Strait Hamas, the Hamas, whatever. Open it up so we can use it by April the 6th. Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, let me do some math for you. April the 6th was yesterday. Yesterday, yeah, this is Eastern time. We on the East Coast, right? Yesterday was April the 6th. It is now April the 7th. And you ain't did a goddamn thing but talk. Yeah, you ain't dropped a bomb. You ain't went over there and went to war. You still over here talk. And then this what Donald Trump said. He said, you know what? I'm gonna give you another 24 hours. Yeah. I told you to have that thing situated by April the 6th. I have it right. But since y'all still calling our bluff, y'all calling cap, we gonna give you until Tuesday at 8 p.m. I'm talking, it sound like a sitcom or some shit. I mean, this thing's starting to sound like the Martin show. You know when we used to watch Martin back in the day on Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Living Single came on at 8:30. New York Undercover came on at 9 o'clock. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, is you going to war or not, Donald? Yeah. We're going to have a conversation because it's nasty work. Oh, we're going to give you to April the 6th. And see, again, I keep trying to remind y'all that this is exactly what was needed. I know a lot of y'all is feeling the gas prices. A lot of y'all feel like, you know, we about to go to war or something big is about to happen. And, you know, your intuitions ain't lying to you. You know, stay on course. Make sure you stay the course. You know, receive the downloads. But we are at a time in present day history on American soil where the dog fur has nobody else to blame but themselves. Let's really think about this. Every time something go down, every time there's an issue, every time there's chaos and destruction, every time we go to war, the dog fur has somebody to blame. Oh, black on black crime, all these black people. Oh, Somalians, we have to go into Minnesota for the Somalians, ICE agents. Mexicans are here. It's too many illegal immigrants. They either blaming black people, they blaming illegal immigrants, they blaming Somalians, they blaming Latinos, they blaming Ukrainians, they blaming the Russians. The dog fur always distracting, and they blame the problems that they cause. They always got somebody to blame. And see, again, we are at a day on American soil where there is nobody to blame but themselves. Y'all voted for Donald J. Trump. He's in office. And now all you can do is blame another dog fur having Caucasoid Neanderthal. There is nobody to blame. And this is perfect. Win, lose, or draw, guess what? We all get to see the coward nature of the dog fur. We all get to see the cowardly heart of them people with the dog fur. Because again, Donald J. Trump, listen to me. Your ancestors would have already dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. Yeah, yeah, them white people from back in the day, one thing for sure, two things for certain. They might have been racist, but they didn't take they didn't take nothing. They didn't take nothing. Your ass come over here on American soil, you do the Pearl Harbor thing, we coming back with the goddamn atomic bomb, we gonna go ahead and drop the, let me tell you something, Donald. Your ancestors didn't give Hiroshima warnings every week. Your ancestors didn't get on the news and say, Hiroshima, we're gonna give you 3 weeks. You better apologize for Pearl Harbor. Hiroshima, we're going to give you another 45 days, but you better apologize for what you did in Pearl Harbor. Yeah, they didn't ask no goddamn questions. Yeah, what happened in Pearl Harbor? Load up the atomic bomb. We about to fly over there. Yeah, we ain't asking no questions. We not doing no press runs. We not doing no interview. We dropping the goddamn bomb, and that's what it is. Y'all done got softer than Dollar Tree cotton, Donald Trump. And now, just like Iran, I'm calling cap. Hey, Donald, I'm calling cap. You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing over there. You ain't gonna do nothing but offer a peace treaty. You probably on your knees right now praying to God, praying to white Jesus that them Iranians accept your peace treaty. Yeah. You trying to get out of there, ain't you? Yeah, they over there putting belt to your ass and you trying to get out of Dodge. Oh, why nobody don't want to say this? Why everybody running around like Donald really gonna do something like Donald built like that? I'm gonna say, listen, I'm gonna tell you something, Don. I noticed something about you. And I'm gonna point it out tonight on this live stream. I'm gonna point out something that I ain't heard nobody say about your ass tonight, Donald. Oh, Donald, yeah. Yes, yeah. You're white as a ghost. Donald, you done got white as a ghost. I ain't never seen you this white, Donald. You normally got a orange spray tan about yourself. Yeah, normally when I see you, Donald, you got a orange spray tan about yourself. Boy, you white as Casper the goddamn ghost. Yeah, them Iranians, yeah. Them Iranians got your back, and yeah, you're back to the wall. Oh, yesterday was April the 6th, Donald. You're supposed to did something about that goddamn, what's the Strait of Hormuz, or the Strait of Hamas, or whatever y'all call it. I'm not an Englishman. I don't speak proper English. You supposed to went over there and did something, Donald. You supposed to obliterate it. You ain't did nothing, Donald. You ain't obliterated no goddamn power stations. You ain't went over there and you getting soft, Donald. Yes, let's have this real conversation. Salute to your ancestors. I didn't rock with them. They was racist. But at least they did what they said they was gonna do. Yeah, you come over here on American soil, you attack American soil, we gonna drop the atomic bomb on your ass, and yeah, we gonna record it too. Yeah, they recorded it. Dropped a big ass bomb on Hiroshima and had video cameras all over the goddamn. I don't know how they had the video cameras over, but they had video cameras hanging around and they recorded the whole. It showed it to us when I was in the goddamn 4th grade. They showed me just like Old Dog and Menace to Society. Oh, y'all remember when Old Dog had that videotape? He was all over the hood, showing everybody what he did to them Vietnamese people in that corner store. You remember the videotape? That's what America did to Hiroshima. Dropped a goddamn bomb on your ass and then showed all the kids in school the videotape. Look at this, little GMB TV. Look at this right here. Look what we did to him. I remember, yeah. And I think some of you dog fur having people need to reach into your ancestry. Donald Trump, all of the MAGA supporters, everybody that was wearing them MAGA hats, y'all need to tap back into your ancestry. Back into your ancestors where they used to get ruthless. Yeah, I'm calling cap down. I don't believe. I'm feeling like Iran. I would. Yeah, yeah. I don't believe your ass. You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing tomorrow. We gonna get up and go to work and come home. Yeah, gonna be on CNN telling us something else. Hell yeah, yeah, Donald. You done been exposed. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I kept the receipts. I don't go nowhere without the receipts, and y'all know that. I don't step out the front door without the receipts. So we gonna get into some of these receipts. We gonna get into this situation. We gonna really talk about it because I'm gonna point some things about you, Donald, that I've been seeing. Your ass been pale as ever. You been whiter than the go. Where is your spray tan artist to spray that goddamn orange goddamn tan on your ass? Why you ain't been having that orange tan on you? We gonna talk about that. But we also gonna talk about this space trip that they've all of a sudden taken. Oh, I'm watching it. I'm catching up on everything, and I'm seeing that. I didn't know that they got some astronauts out there in space, flying around and taking pictures and yeah. We got some astronauts. There is a spaceship in space. And we're gonna talk about that too. Cause I'm trying to figure out how y'all went back to the goddamn moon knowing we ain't got the technology to get back to the moon. Did y'all know that you know what, we gonna talk about that after we talk about Trump. Yeah. We got to have a conversation. Ain't no way possible we having problems with the internet down here on Earth. We can't keep the Wi-Fi going, but you got some astronauts flying around in space taking crystal clear pictures of the. Come on now. Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, all I'm saying is, what a perfect time for us to be talking about astronauts when Iran is putting belt to your ass, Donald. Oh, you want us to look out there in space, knowing goddamn well the firmament is above and below. That's what the books say, that the firmament. So how did you? You know what, Donald? That's what make this platform so dangerous. Oh yeah, independent content creation. Yeah, we gonna have a conversation, but let's start right here. Big salute to the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I need about 60 subscribers before we hit 60,000. So make sure you hit the subscribe button when you come in here tonight. Don't be stingy with the like button, and make sure you take a second, hit the subscribe button, and we should be at 60,000 subscribers tonight. On you, Donald. Big salute. Yeah. Cheers to you. Tonight's drinks is on Donald Trump. Everybody get a shot. Okay? Now let's get into this first receipt right here. I want to give a shout out to the homie Hassan Campbell. He clipped this joint up. We gonna let this run, and we gonna get into this. We gonna break this down. But Donald Trump is something. We gonna point out a couple of things about you. Yeah, first and foremost, your ass been paler than Casper the Ghost. Go ahead and talk to the people, Donald. Look.
They want us to keep bombing, even if it jeopardizes, because their life is in much greater danger.
You've said Iranians would be mad if you stopped these attacks, but why would they want you to blow up their infrastructure, to cut off their power? Wouldn't that be punishing Iranians for the actions of the regime?
They would be willing to, and it's suffering. They would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom. The Iranians have, and we've had numerous intercepts. Please keep bombing. Bombs that are dropping near their homes. Please keep bombing. Do it. And these are people that are living where the bombs are exploding. And when we leave and we're not hitting those areas, they're saying, please come back, come back, come back. These are the people.
Let's start right there, right? Big salute to the chat. Let's start right there. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna start right there, right? Donald is trying to convince us, the American people, that the civilians in Iran are begging him to continue bombing Iran. Somehow, now mind you, let's just stay right here. Iran is a poor country. Yeah, Iran is a very, very poor country, but somehow, some way, they have been sending messages to Donald Trump and through the military, right? Telling the military and Donald Trump to keep bombing Iran. Don't you stop bombing Iran. And again, I just want to speak directly to this. Y'all have not been able to see through the smoke and mirrors when it comes to the dog fur. Are y'all still like believing everything that the dog fur say? Y'all haven't got to a point yet where you can listen to Donald Trump with all that dog fur and hear that he is just, they will violate your community and then tell you, right? Oh, we're just trying to help. The war on drugs has been going on in American urban communities for the last 5 years, and we're just trying to help the war on drugs at the same time putting the goddamn drugs in the community. Don't y'all don't hear the similarities in that? Oh, Iran is begging us to burn them. We're gonna bomb them, and Iran is begging us to keep on bombing. It's like, yeah, fucking right, Donald. Come on. Y'all gotta do better. To all the dog fur people out there, right? Respectfully, the jig is up, right? The curtains have fell, and we can see backstage, and we can see what's going on in the background. We can see you. Y'all got to start switching this thing up, man. Y'all got to figure out a new playbook. Y'all need to gather up, get in the huddle, and start figuring out how to become believable again. Nobody believes that shit. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I'm just here to tell you that we don't believe you. You need more people. The same thing that he said about, this is what they said, Bill Clinton and George Bush and, Ronald Reagan and all of these different presidents said the same thing about us. The war on drugs. The whole goddamn time they pushing the crack in our communities. Sound like the same thing y'all doing over there in Iran, respectfully. Let's let Donald Trump go ahead and talk. Look.
I don't know what they do. All I can tell you is they want freedom. They want us to keep bombing, even if it jeopardizes, because their life is in much greater danger. They want freedom for Iran, but it's very hard for them to protest. I actually tell them, I said, don't go out. I fully understand.
That will be the end of Kuwait. That will be the end of Qatar. It will be the end of Saudi Arabia. It will be the end of Bahrain. And it will be the end of the United Arab Emirates. It will be over. Everyone will have to immediately leave and cross the desert.
Trump, and I quote, "The Iranians are animals. That's why blowing up their bridges and power stations isn't a war crime." This is coming from a man this is coming from a bona fide, stone cold, calling another group of people animals. This is coming from somebody that was in negotiations with the country not once, but twice, and not once, but twice snuck attacked them. This is coming from a man that forced a war on a country that did not want a war. This is coming from a man that has been led around his nose by a man from another country that is, their whole sole purpose is to steal land because it's been promised to them by some book and by a group of people that call themselves chosen, and by and the key word, call themselves.
And he read my mind. I ain't gonna lie, because every time I hear Donald Trump or any dog fur speak that way about another people, right? It's like the audacity. It's like the audacity for, a dog fur having Neanderthal Caucasoid straight from the Caucasus Mountains to call somebody an animal. After all the animalistic things y'all have done and continue to do all across the globe. Like, you understand? You see how far gone this is? Oh, they're animals. It's like, who are you to call anybody an animal? Oh, they've been deleting their citizens. Well, mind your business. If that's what they doing over there in Iran, mind your business. Nobody was in your business when y'all was deleting us over here on American soil, lynching us. You know what y'all was doing. Massacres. It was all good when y'all was doing it with us, but y'all need to go help the Iranians. I keep saying this. If and this is, it is what it is, right? But if white people, if dog fur having Caucasoid people would actually just mind their business, if they would literally just mind their own business, the world would be a better place. The globe would be a better place. If dog fur having people would mind their business for 24 months, 2 years, you would see a drastic change on the globe. On the globe. And we're gonna get deeper into that. I'm gonna talk more about this when we get into this whole space thing. Yeah, we're gonna get deeper into that. But again, the audacity. The audacity. This is why, again, listen, and I explain this, and I like to throw this out there for the newcomers, but this is why I was pushing for Donald Trump to be reelected. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with the MAGA hats. I'm not one of them people, but I play chess at the highest level. I play chess 5 to 10 moves ahead, and I understood exactly what was going down. And I want y'all to imagine Kamala Harris representing black women at war with Iran. Imagine everything you hear these people saying, these white people saying about Donald Trump. Imagine them saying that about a black woman. Even though we know Kamala's not black, she was set up as a puppet to represent black women. Imagine the things they would be saying about y'all. And we would have no choice but to sit back and eat it respectfully. Because Kamala was talking about Iran. There's clips of her talking about Iran, talking about nuclear weapons. Regardless on who was in office, we was going to war with Iran. This was going to happen. So my whole agenda and my chess move was go ahead and let them off. Based off their racism, let them re-elect Donald Trump so that when the shit hits the fan, there is nobody to blame but another white man. There's nobody to blame. You can't blame immigrants. You can't blame illegal immigrants. You can't blame Mexicans. You can't blame black people. You can't blame Latino people. You can't blame homo people. You really can't blame nobody but you. And now when you look all over YouTube, you see all of these, Caucasian people with these videos saying how they regret that they voted for Donald Trump and, they're sorry for voting for Donald Trump because you cut your nose off to spite your face. And now the only thing to do, the only right thing to do about this is to, I told you so. Yeah, we have to put it out there. I know y'all don't like to do it. Well, I'll do it for you. We told you so. And salute to all of the dog fur Caucasoid people that's speaking against the situation. But what you got to really ask yourself was you speaking against Donald Trump before all of this? Was you speaking against Donald Trump when it wasn't cool? Because at one time, the red hats was everywhere. It wasn't cool to speak against Donald Trump. Especially if you got the dog fur. Yeah, if you got the dog fur, you was expected to be riding with MAGA. So this guy right here, in my mind, I'm saying, was you talking like this? Was you calling him a pedo? Was you speaking like this when it wasn't cool to speak like this? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But at the At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day gotta end, right? In the grand scheme of this is that white supremacy is being exposed. White supremacy is being exposed for exactly what it's always been. A nation and a group full of cowardly hearted men that sneak around and steal, sneak around and vote this way, sneak around, smile in your face. Oh, I have black friends. Why does it always have to be about race? Grown Man Business TV, why? And then you go in that voting booth and you vote Donald Trump. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's talk to the people. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Listen, we are on our way to 60K. We should have it tonight. Well over 400. Listen, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button while y'all in here. Big salute to the chat. Look.
Well, well, well. Now, this little video is just to state something out loud today that should be abundantly clear to everybody in the US of A, but we're not talking about the 17%, the Red Hat crew, because they refuse to believe even something when they see it with their own eyes, baby. The real reason the Big Backbone Spud Biffity Bee doesn't want the American people to have access to satellite images in the Middle East is because we would see that the only thing that has been obliterated and decimated are our military installations across the Middle East. Yes. While he's striking schools and universities and bridges, baby, Iran has decimated and obliterated the bulk of our military installations in the Middle East. And if you see that with your own eyes, then questions will arise. Where are those service members that were stationed at those military installations? Some of them, hundreds and hundreds of them, are laying in hospital beds, dear. And the rest of them are hiding in Middle Eastern cities, staying in hotels. He also doesn't want you to know that his unnecessary war plays are going to cost you, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, dear. He don't want you to see that, because if you see that, you will understand that in a future day, there will be a spike in the taxes you pay to rebuild trillions of dollars of infrastructure in the Middle East. He don't want you to see that, baby. That is why he wants to block satellite images from the Middle East. Because you will understand real quick that he has already lost this stupid ass war. And he's already cost your children and your grandchildren a future of accessibility to social programs, baby. That's why.
And salute to this lady right here. And you know, I've been saying this over and over. Iran is putting belt to ass. Iran is over there putting belt to ass. And that's why Iran is not trying to, you know, they not trying to negotiate no peace treaties for what? Iran ain't trying to negotiate no peace treaties, homie. They over there putting belt to ass. Majority of the military situations over there have been decimated. The majority of our soldiers are running and hiding in random hotels. I'm talking these motherfuckers is in a Motel 6. Yeah, the Ramada Inn. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers is hiding out in the Motel 6 and the Ramada Inn over there in Iran. Hiding out, trying to goddamn... Yeah, they trying to figure out how to get back to the U.S. They over there in the Ramada Inn. Holiday Inn, the Ramada Inn. Yeah. $22 a night, nigga. Those type of motels and all that. They not talking. Trump ain't talking about how the soldiers, the majority of our soldiers, ain't even got military bases to reside in. They hiding out in hotels and motels. Yeah. You understand? You understand? See, let me give y'all some game on how I go in war. When you at war, right, and you make a demand, right, and you make a demand, it need to be met right then and there. If you make a demand at war and your enemy denies your demand, that means you ain't putting enough belt to ass. That actually means you losing the war. And when it come to Donald Trump again, I just like to put this out there. I like to give y'all the pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. I don't like to step on the content. The second time you heard Donald Trump make a demand and push the date back and give them more time, that should have told you that he is losing. He already lost. The war's already lost. The game is over. The war is already done. See, if you don't know about war, then you don't understand that. Oh, we're going to give you another 3 weeks to reconcile. Figure it out. Oh, y'all haven't figured it out yet? Okay, don't worry about it. We'll give you another 2.5 weeks. You know what? Matter of fact, how about this? We'll give you to April the 6th. You need to come up with a plan of peace, ceasefire. Man, April the 6th done came and passed, and the motherfuckers is saying, nah, we only gonna stop putting belt to your ass unless you take these terms. And I want to tell you before we move forward, right? One of those terms is reparations. Iran is demanding that the American civilian, the American taxpayer, pay reparations in rebuilding Iran. And see, that's why I keep it all the way funky and I call the dog fur cowards, a group in a society of cowardly men, because, you know, this ain't the first time. Anytime we go and we so-called go to war and we win the war, you know, America's won the war. Behind closed doors, we pay reparations to these nations. We pay billions of dollars to rebuild some shit that we destroyed. Think about this. We drop bombs on you, and then we turn around and we repay you and pay you reparations to build up your community and your country even better than it was before. What sense do that make? That's that cowardly heart, I rob you, right? Then I get to feeling bad that I robbed you. So I say, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and give you $100 right here. I know I took your money. Give me all your goddamn money. Give it up right now. Put your hands up and give me all your goddamn money. And then you give me the money and I count it. And I say, look, man, I'm gonna give you $200, man. I'm sorry. And then I run off with the money, with the rest of the money. You're a coward, man. Yes, it's cowardly work. Earlier, I was talking about Hiroshima. Hiroshima, your ancestors didn't waste no time. They dropped a bomb on Hiroshima, the atomic bomb. They recorded it. They showed it to me in the 4th grade. Yes, they showed it to me. Grown Man Business TV, look at this video. Look how we did these goddamn people. We dropped it. Look at this shit. And I watched it. I was in 4th grade. I sat down and I remember watching houses and trees. I'm saying to myself, well, goddamn, where did you hang up these cameras? Because I'm not sure how these houses and trees is knocked down. But you got it. But that's besides the point. Yeah, that's besides the point. Behind closed doors, we paid reparations to Hiroshima. Behind closed doors, after we dropped the goddamn atomic, you listen to me. If I would have known we was gonna have to pay reparations, we probably would have told you to don't you drop that goddamn bomb on them people. Don't you go over there and fucking with them people if we gonna have to give them some money. But behind closed doors, what we did was we paid out reparations to these people. We got in bed with Israel. Israel not real, and what we start doing, paying reparations out to Jewish people. Some shit that happened in Germany, we get to paying their ass reparations. I'm not lying to you. Vietnam, the Viet Cong, every war we initiate and go to war in behind closed doors, we paying. Cowards. Okay? So, again, man, this war is already lost. It's just these people getting up in front of you. We're going to give them till April the 6th. No, April the 7th, 8 p.m. You better make a decision. This shit is a Broadway musical play being played out right in front of you. This shit is not even real. We already lost. We are basically at a position where we are now trying to negotiate reparations. Donald Trump has been trying to present a peace treaty for the last 30 goddamn days. 1 minute he talking about you got an ultimatum. The next minute he's saying we need to go ceasefire and we got a peace treaty. And fuck you trying to make peace for? Yeah. Let me say one more thing. I just want to put this out there, right? I want to show you how they lie to us. Iran was a so-called threat to American soil. So now my question is, do we have the greatest military in the world? Because if we do have the greatest military in the world, I don't see Iran as no motherfucking threat. Them people poured in a motherfucker. They running around that bitch with dusty ass sandals on. They feet dusted in the motherfucker. They got robes. These motherfuckers is poor people. How was they a threat to Americans? So either we don't have the greatest military in the world, and they are powerful, or we do have the greatest military in the world, and they have never been a threat. What the fuck is we worried about Iran? Yeah. That's how they lie to us. Oh, Iran cannot get nuclear weapons. Well, why do you care if they get nuclear weapons or not? We got the greatest military in the world, right? See, the dog fur been lying for a long. All your ass been lying. Military weak than all. Yeah, with the military full of some. You motherfuckers in the military look like Pillsbury Doughboy. The Michelin Man. Yeah. Half the people in the military, they got that motherfucking tie around their belly. They got that Michelin Man on them. Let's get it. Let's go a little further. I want to show you something that I seen earlier today. And I want to let the Iranian. Now, we got Donald Trump talking to us, right? And in Iran, I want you to hear the things they saying. Nasty work. Go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, we have granted you a clear victory following the laughable attempts by America's terrorist army to conduct search and rescue operations for their downed fighter pilot. Several enemy aircraft entered our beloved nation of Iran on the morning of April 16th, 1405. By God's grace, and with the vigilance and readiness of Islam's warriors in our armed forces, using electronic warfare, advanced air defense systems, a ground-based mosaic defense strategy, and establishing a military and security perimeter, several of these aircraft, including 2 C-130 military transport planes and 2 Black Hawk helicopters, were struck and forced to make emergency landings in an area south of Isfahan. After our heroic Iranian warriors completed the siege of the enemy, the humiliated foe was forced to heavily bomb their own downed aircraft, equipment, commanders, and soldiers to prevent the disgrace of President Trump and the hollow facade of their army. The ignorant president, trapped in the war and aggression he started, and the incompetent, cowardly generals of America's terrorist defeated army have clearly understood that any aggression, ground operation, or infiltration at any point in Iran will be met with decisive and humiliating defeat by the power of divine soldiers. The iron fists of our warriors and armed forces, the heroic Basij, and the brave and courageous nation of this land. The disgrace of the trapped president and America's defeated army cannot be repaired through word games, media warfare, and psychological operations. There is no doubt that all these victories and proud achievements of Iran have been under the special grace and favor of Almighty God, and we are certain that the divine promise will be fulfilled in the final victory of truth over falsehood. And
Now, first off, and big salute to the chat. I see that. You know, I noticed that when I first saw the receipt, right? That it's being done in AI. But that doesn't take away from the fact that those airplanes actually hit the ground. They did that. That right there has been confirmed. They blew those goddamn airplanes, those airplanes transporting material and, you know, Black Hawk helicopters and whatever going on. They hit them airplanes. And then, you know, we were supposed to be out there looking for these airplanes and trying to get these airplanes and trying to find the pilot and all that. This really happened. So what I think is, what I see them doing is using AI to deliver a message to their people or whoever, right? At the same time, not being detected. Because if you do a live broadcast, right, you can be detected. You can be sought out. You can be figured out. You do a live pod, you do a live broadcast, they might bomb that shit because we can figure out where you at. So I just believe they use the AI to get the word out and still remain anonymous on where they are located. I looked at this 3 or 4 times. This is absolutely AI. He didn't blink one time. I saw that in the chat. I like y'all's vigilance. I like how y'all observed that. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't dealing with no bots over here. 60,000 subscribers organically. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all do that tonight. I want to hit 60K. All right, so, but the message he delivered, I did my due diligence. Oh, the message is real. The only thing that he said that they left out is the fact that we was having a problem. He said that the American government dropped bombs on the remains of those planes and them helicopters so that they wouldn't be disgraced. And I believe that, bro. I believe that because you got to understand something. Just as much as we are at war, they are fighting and trying to find different angles to save face in the eyes of the American people. It's not just about going to war, right? It's more about propaganda and narrative. They want us to believe something. They want us to believe a certain narrative while they are at war. It's deep, bro. It's so weird. You know what I'm saying? How these tactics have not been upgraded. It's like using old ass computers. Oh, we need to push this propaganda and we need the American people to believe that we are just the strongest and that we are obliterating Iran. We need the American people to so make sure and it's like, bro, this ain't 1965, bro. This technology shit is way next level. The downloads, let's just go above technology. The downloads that we are getting in this ether, in this matrix, are very powerful and very lucid downloads, bro. We can see in y'all mannerisms something ain't right. We can see in y'all delivery of these speeches that it's like an acting job. Motherfucking you this is a Broadway musical play. Oh, I have a report to the American people. We are obliterating Iran. Yeah, right. Because if you was obliterating Iran, you wouldn't have to keep asking them to open up the Hamas or Hormuz or Strait and whatever the shit is called. Why do you got to keep repeating it? Let me break it down to the urban community. Let me break it down in ghetto terms, right? I call baby G and BTV in here and I say, little baby G and BTV, sit down and eat that spaghetti your mama made for you. And then little baby G&B TV look at me and just be like, nah, daddy, no. And he go back and run it. And I call him again and I say, little baby G&B, then I tell you to sit your, I shouldn't have to ask you more than one time. I shouldn't have to keep asking little baby G&B TV to sit his ass down and eat the spaghetti. How many times, oh, baby, okay, I'm going to give you the 8 o'clock tonight, baby G&B. But you need to eat that spaghetti. Oh, okay, don't worry, it's 8 o'clock. Or I'm going to give you the 9:30. Something ain't right. That mean baby G&B TV is the one running the house. That mean the baby is the one putting belt to ass. If I got to keep asking them, obviously my word don't mean nothing. Yeah. Obviously, I ain't the man that I think I am. Yeah. I ain't the man that I claim to be. If I got to keep asking this little motherfucker to sit down and I got to beg him, please, can you please take this peace treaty? I would appreciate. Baby G&B TV, can you just Nah. After I ask you one time to sit your ass down and eat that food, if you play with me in any way, if you play with me, if you play with my word in any way other than slurping that goddamn spaghetti up, I'm gonna belt the ass. Yeah, you gonna wish you ate the spaghetti when I get done with your little ass. You gonna wish that you set your ass down and ate that spaghetti, and you will never do it again. And the next time I tell you, little baby G&B TV, sit down real quick, man, and go ahead and take care of that bed. If mama made you goddamn meatloaf, go ahead and get that meatloaf in you. You ain't gonna bat an eye. I'm gonna put belt to your ass so good. I could tell your ass to sit down and eat the crumbs off the table, and you're just, okay, daddy. How many more crumbs? I get the crumb. Yeah. I'm gonna put. So why y'all ain't see America? Why you got to keep asking Iran to do something? Yeah, Donald Trump, I done heard you talk. Folk, you done asked these motherfuckers 30 times. Please, Iran, can you open up the Strait of Hormuz? Iran, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to open up the Strait of Hormuz. Iran, please, I'm gonna give you another 35 days to open up the Strait of Hormuz. Iran, listen, I'm gonna give you the April the 6th. Iran, goddamn. Yeah. Okay, we gonna give you the 8 o'clock tonight then. Can you open up the Strait of Hamas, Iran, please? I asked your ass one time to open up that Strait to Hamas. The Strait to Hamas, whatever it is. I'm gonna ask your ass one time, brother, to open up that motherfucking Strait to Hamas. Listen, I'm gonna take a nap. When I wake up, the Strait to Hamas need to be open over there in Iran. Y'all got that? And I'm going to take a nap. And I promise you, if that Strait to Hamas or the mosque of the Strait, if the Strait ain't open, yeah. Oh yeah. Don't say another motherfucking word. I'm going to drop belt. I'm putting belt on the back of your ass. That's it. You, Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane, 35, Big 35, Daddy Shiesty, Mama Shiesty, everybody going to prison, bitch. I'm going to put belt on your ass. I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay? So I needed to just say that. You know, y'all still believe the shit that Donald Trump's saying? You'll be a whole fool to believe what Donald Trump is saying. Now, one thing before we move into this next receipt, right? I want you to look at some of the, I don't even know if I want to show this video. Y'all seen the Lego video they've been posting on these rap songs? I'm saying to myself, why in the fuck is y'all posting rap songs about Donald Trump? Why y'all ain't do that music in your own music? Why y'all using hip hop beats and hip hop cadences? Why y'all using our culture and we ain't got nothing to do with this shit? I would have preferred if you did it like that. Yeah. I would have preferred if you did it just like that. I would have preferred that. please don't do no more Lego songs and hip hop music. We ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Use your own guy. You know what? Let's get into this receipt. I'm gonna play some of it. Go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
Victory comes only from Allah, the Almighty, the All-Wise.
Imagine being able.
Yeah. Pilot. Cost you 100 million. One pilot. Lost the C-130 and Black Hawks for one pilot. $100 million just to save one guy. World's strongest military. Look at you cry. Yeah, you talk big, drop bombs, act like you run the sky. But one little rescue when you see 130 die. Black Hawks hit hard, flames in the Persian sky. 100 million gone for one pilot, that's the price. You call us little Iran, but you bleeding equipment.
Now, I'm going to just stop right there because I don't know about the music and all that, right? They rapping about that, them airplanes they shot down. They rapping about them airplanes they shot down on your ass. And yeah, Donald Trump, you need to do something. You need to get your, listen to me, you need to call your spray tan artists up and you need to get orange again. We need Agent Orange. We don't need this pale Casper the Ghost, Donald Trump. You're soft, you're pudgy, you're looking old, you're looking flabby and sick and shit. We don't need it. We need you to get spray painted orange again. You and all your MAGA hat voters, y'all need to lace up your goddamn boots. Ain't no way y'all doing some damage out there, and these motherfuckers is making Lego rap songs about your ass. Lego rap song over one pilot, they singing to your ass about shooting your pilots down, and yeah. Y'all got to get this together. I don't even like how they use the rap song. That's our shit. Use your own goddamn music next time. I ain't gonna say it again. Now let's get serious. Let's get back serious. I wanna point out some things about Donald Trump before we move forward in what we talking about. I want to speak because I'm about to point out some things. Nobody ain't said this yet. Donald, I'm sorry, I got to tell the people. You know what, Donald, listen to me. I know you. I know how you feel, Donald, but I got to tell the people, man. I can't put no I can't put no cut on the dope. I got to take the content and I got to give it to them raw. They only want the content raw, Donald. Let's get into this receipt right here. Salute to the chat. Hit the like button. Like I said, man, I need about 40 more subscribers and we'll be at 60,000 subscribers. Well over 420 some people in here. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure the channel is at 60K tonight. I need 40 more subscribers. Do that. Let's get into this receipt right here. Look.
This Monday evening, President Trump's new threat to Iran, demanding a deal by tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, or every bridge in Iran, every power plant, he says, will be burning and exploding. The president vowing if a deal is not reached to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. will launch a massive 4-hour attack on Iran. Mary Bruce asking the questions at the White House.
Tonight, President Trump's dire threat to Iran. Make a deal by 8 p.m. tomorrow or the United States will launch its fiercest attack yet, saying, quote, the entire country can be taken out in one night.
We have a plan because of the power of our military.
Now, I want to stop right there. I want y'all to look at Donald. Look at Donald. Look at Donald right here. Look at Donald. All right. Now, and big salute, you know what I'm saying? Trooper 69, I see you in here. Fly Gemini, salute to the wrenches. Let's look at what's going on. No. Like I said, we are looking for Agent Orange. You used to be oranger than a guy. I'm talking tangerine orange. Every time we seen you, you was tangerine orange. But not only was you tangerine orange, but you had that motherfucking dog fur. That dog fur was red in the month. Yo, you had that red dog fur all spread out. You remember when your dog fur was red, Donald? I remember when your dog fur was red. All of a sudden, you're whiter than the goddamn Casper ghost. Look, look. Donald Trump, that dog fur white. Donald, your eyebrows is white. The dog fur is white. You paled in the motherfucker, Donald. Donald, when did your dog fur turn white? When Iran start putting belt to your ass, you done turned gray. Your whole dog fur done turned gray and white. And see, for all the MAGA voter, I want you to reach out to Donald. I want you to reach out to the administration and tell them you need Agent Orange. Tangerine Donald Trump was the Donald. That's the Donald y'all voted for. I'm not sure how Donald Trump whole dog fur turned white, but it is white. Yeah, Donald, you ain't looking so motherfucking fresh no more, Donald. Yes, Donald, your goddamn eyebrows used to be tangerine orange, and now your eyebrows is white, your dog fur is white, and you white. Donald, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. Talk to the people, Donald. Look.
Where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again.
It comes after the president's profanity-laced Easter Sunday message to Iran, posting Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day all wrapped up in one, adding open the expletive strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell, and ending with praise be to Allah. Bombing these civilian targets could have devastating consequences for the Iranian people, but the president insists they would be angry if America backed off. You've said Iranians would be mad if you stopped these attacks, but why would they want you to blow up their infrastructure, to cut off their power? Wouldn't that be punishing Iranians for the actions of the regime?
They would be willing and it's suffering. They would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom.
He said,
Donald Trump told them people, open the MFing straight, you crazy bastard. That's what he called them. Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America. See what I'm saying? White supremacy is being exposed, man. That's exactly what happened when the dog fur get upset. You know, some ain't going their way. They get to calling you all kind of obscenities and stuff like that. Yeah, that's just the way it on. I wouldn't give a damn if it was a police officer, if it was a homeless man, or if it was the president of the United States of America. The dog fur is the dog fur. It's a universal thing. It's all different types of strands of dog fur. You understand? Donald Trump is no different. Told them people open, and then had the nerve to say, praise is due to Allah. That's what this cracker. Hey, listen, listen to me, Donald. That's what Donald Trump told them people after he said all that. Praise is due to Allah. As-salaikum salam, nigga. That's what he said. And with all that being said, the Hamas still ain't open. Yeah. The strait to Hamas is still closed for business. What that tell you? Yeah. You get to whooping on that dog fur, they get to talking crazy to you. Fuck you, goddammit. I'm tired of this shit, man. I told your ass. Right? Whole time he taking an ass whooping. You ever seen one of them white boys take an ass whooping? Oh, they talk real greasy while you putting boot to that ass. They be, oh, goddamn, what you fuck. Well, fuck you too, man. F you, man. I told you. But the whole time, he got black eyes and motherfucking eyes of raccoon. You done gave him raccoon eyes. He's still talking crazy. The dog fur, that's the dog fur for you, man. You could get the whooping. I'm talking, you get to put belt to that ass. They'll still talk crazy to you. Well, fuck you, goddamn, I told you. Fuck you, guy. That's what Donald Trump is doing. He's screaming, open the goddamn Hamas. Them people want war, brother. Donald Trump, them people want war and they don't want peace. Now, I'm gonna move on to another angle. But I want to leave with this. I want to leave this angle with this on Donald Trump. I'm gonna do some thing. I got some business to handle today. Oh, but I'm gonna be looking. And I don't want to hear another goddamn excuse why you ain't went over there and did something about it. Yeah. You said 8 o'clock. Then in this clip right here, you said 12 o'clock. Listen, man, is you burning down the bridges or not? Is you gonna blow up shit? Is you gonna go over there and I don't think you're gonna do it, Donald. Yeah, I'm sorry, white people. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, y'all be talking, oh, I'm gonna go over there, man, and I'm gonna whoop his fucking ass, man. And you already know you can't beat that, man. He gonna whoop your ass, kick your ass up and down the street, take your money. I don't believe you, Donald. When you was Agent Orange, when you was Tangerine out this month, when you had that tangerine appeal to you, I kind of believed you a little bit. I thought you was one of those, I thought you was one of them white boys that go, some of them white boys that goddamn, they'll get it jumping now. They'll pop a bottle on your ass. There's some white boys like that. And I thought you was one of them white boys, Donald. But over time, you done lost that orange tint to you. Yeah, you ain't got the orange tint no more, Donald. Your eyebrows done went gray. Your goddamn dog fur done turned white. You're pale in the goddamn Casper the Ghost. I think them Iranians got your ass scared. They got you pale than a motherfucking ghost, Donald. I ain't never seen you like this. And with this new look on you, Donald, without that Agent Orange, without that spray paint on you, without that dog fur, with that tangerine goddamn dye in that dog fur, I don't believe you. So I'm gonna be looking out for you, Donald. I'm gonna keep an eye on the news, and I promise you, Donald, if I got to get back up here tomorrow night and you ain't went to war, dropped a bomb, or blew up some shit, I'm gonna make a mass call to all MAGA. Where's the red hats at? Y'all need to put the red hats back on. So y'all need to get back out there and rally around your president. Why all of a sudden we can't find no goddamn MAGA hats? What y'all do with all the MAGA hats we were seeing on Instagram and all over TikTok and Facebook? Y'all wasn't scared to come outside with them MAGA hats. Yeah, goddamn Anton Daniels came on this motherfucker with a MAGA hat. Somebody asked Anton Daniels why we ain't seen them with one of them MAGA hats. He wore it to the Detroit Pistons game. I saw him. Cowards. Cowardly heart men wore those MAGA hats. Black, white, indifferent. If you wore one of them hats, you was a coward. The same way the Ku Klux Klan was wearing those KKK hoods, and then all of a sudden we don't see no more KKK hoods. During the daytime, they put them hoods under their bed and they go to work. And then at 4 in the morning, they riding around with cowards. You never saw the Black Panther Party with no motherfucking hoods on when we was standing outside. Big ass shotguns, Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale. You ain't never see them with no goddamn hood on their face. So, again, it's something going on with your president. He ain't got that motherfucking whip appeal. That tangerine orange done wore off. And now we looking at Casper the Ghost. I'm talking, boy, you pale in the... I ain't never seen you. I ain't know you could get that pale, Donald. I thought you were one of them white boys that had that... Yeah. Now, big salute to the chat. Hit the subscribe button, man. Make sure we get to 60,000 subscribers tonight. I don't want to be up here long. I ain't about to be begging for no more. Hit the subscribe button, man. All right, big salute to the chat. Now, with all that being said, right, you know, I wasn't paying attention to what's going on in the news. I just understand that it's a lot going on. It's a war going on outside that no man is safe from. I understand that, right? And earlier today, I got wind, you know, a receipt came across my desk of some astronauts that's supposedly in space. Okay, now, first I asked myself, I said, well, what a coincidence. We in the middle of, I'm guessing, a war, right? Over the Hamas Strait, or the Strait to Hamas. We in a war over a canal over there, right? And we done shot some goddamn astronauts into outer space. You talking outside the firmament? They outside the firmament. That what you telling me, right? I'm not, the firmament is above and below, right? But you telling me that there is some people that we just, so in the middle of a war, right? We done sent up a goddamn spacecraft in this to the outer space. So I had to sit with that for a few minutes, right? Because that don't sound right to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, why now, right? Right. I mean, so right now, somebody made a decision, an executive decision, that we need to be going out of space, taking pictures and shit out there in space, right? Okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Cause I was running around. I got shit to do. I was at physical therapy. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and it's some people out in outer space, right? So I come home, right? I got baby G and B, he running around, and the old lady, she handling some business, and you know, we eating dinner, right? And I cut the news on the big screen, right? And I'm watching the news, and then I see Donald Trump having a conversation, a phone conversation, right? From Earth. I guess he's in the firmament, right? On Earth. And he's talking to the astronauts in space. And I mean, it's very crystal clear. I'm talking no static. They not really having no, the calls ain't being dropped. I'm not trying to figure out, like, how is it that on Earth, right, we can lose signal, the internet going in and out. Sometimes when I go live, I can't even stay live. The goddamn internet, they done did something. But y'all can have a full-on conversation from Earth into the outer space, into the universe. Oh, something ain't right, right? Something ain't right. Now, we're going to get into these receipts, but I want to just say this, right? You know, again, to the dog fur, listen to me. We can see y'all. It's not like back in the day where, you know, blonde fur and blue eyes would just get over and y'all could just say anything and then we would just believe it and you could put it on the newspaper and then we would just spread the propaganda and the narrative for you. You know, shit just ain't adding up. Y'all got to get a new playbook if y'all want to stay in power. All right? Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but a long time ago, Apollo 13, something like that, right? They went to the moon, supposedly. They did the moonwalk. You remember that? And we look at them videos, we can tell your ass didn't go to the moon. Did you know we know you didn't go to the moon? Okay. Okay, respectfully. I'm trying to be, listen to me. We know you didn't go to the moon. Yes, all you Louis Armstrong, you motherfuckers wasn't on the moon. Y'all was out there in Hollywood at the Universal Studios. Yeah, we know where you was at. Yeah, we know. That wasn't no goddamn moon dust when your ass was jumping all around that. Yeah, we know where you was at. Right? So I did my due diligence and come to find out the technology that we had back in the day get to the moon, we lost it. All of it, all the technology that we had to go to the moon for one time, they can't find it. The white people, they done lost all the technology. It's some white people now. The dog fur told me that they can't find it. They destroyed it. Yeah. You know what? Hold on. My bad. I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to make fun of you or disrespect you. Let's get into a receipt, because sometimes I got to let the dog fur tell you. Because if I tell you, right, then you feel like I'm playing. You feel like I'm a comedian. Hey, listen, man. These people said, I'm gonna go deep into this because I don't believe your ass in space. I'm gonna put that out there. I told my old, I do not. Do you believe them people is in space right now? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Motherfuckers, hey, motherfuckers is like, yo, bro. Hey, bro, respectfully, I'm gonna show y'all some shit, man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas got to do better than me. Hey, dog free, y'all got to do better, man. Respect. Listen to me. Let me and my people get in charge. We can do this shit right. We can show you. We can do it better, man. We can make it look real. Just let me and my people get in charge, and we can make this shit look real. But what y'all doing right now is diabolical, man. I don't know how many people out there really believe these people is in space, but you really need to reevaluate your motherfucking mental Rolodex if you believe that we got to be motherfucking action. All right, let's listen to a couple of people. Let's listen to this play this receipt right here. Look.
And when asked, why don't we go back? NASA said, well, we can't replicate that technology. It's too difficult.
Yeah, isn't there like some I don't know what you call it. We can't get past a certain point, supposedly. They said I think it was your episode. They're like, we lost the technology. It's like you lost the technology to get us to the moon. You just happened to lose it?
Nobody really.
Where did it go?
They just lost it. You might be talking about the Van Allen radiation belt. And when asked, why don't we go back? NASA said, well, we can't replicate that technology. It's too difficult.
Yeah, isn't there like some I don't know what you call it. We can't get past a certain point, supposedly. They said I think it was your episode. They're like, we lost the technology. It's like you lost the technology to get us to the moon. You just happened to lose it?
Nobody really.
Where did it go?
They just lost it. You might be talking about the Van Allen radiation belt. And
so now that's just like some people having a conversation podcast, right? They got some knowledge on it, but they just, some white people just talking like, yo, what you mean? Like, so y'all lost the technology. The same way y'all lost all the technology when y'all took over the Tartarian Empire, all of the I can't even think of the name, but the fairs, right? When y'all, them big ass buildings, them fairs and shit that y'all just lost. Motherfucker said they lost the technology to get to the moon, right? We gonna go deep. I'm gonna go real deep. The Universal Fairs? I can't think of the name, but them fairs that was all over America with them big ass buildings that y'all just, but that's a whole nother live stream, right? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go a little deeper, right? I wanted to go a little deeper. I wanted to find somebody from NASA, right? Somebody from NASA that worked for NASA to, bring some validity to what these guys was just talking about. Because again, y'all remember the World Fairs, big salute. I knew somebody was gonna put that in the chat, the World Fairs, right? I'm gonna go into that a little bit after we break this down. So we all remember y'all went to the moon, supposedly, right? And we just never went back because y'all lost or y'all destroyed the technology to go back to the moon. Okay. Let's let somebody else talk, and then we gonna go deeper into this. Look.
That this guy, former astronaut Don Pettit, says that we don't currently have the technology to go to the moon anymore, let alone to Mars, because for some unknown reason, we destroyed that technology.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. But going to Mars should be one of the next series of steps that humans do. The first step should be going back to the moon for a number of technical reasons and exploration reasons, and then after that, Mars, maybe high orbit in Venus atmosphere, maybe going to Europa. There's all kinds of targets to go to, places of interest in our solar system. The only limit to human future is in our own imagination.
That this guy, former astronaut Don Pettit, says that we don't currently have the technology to go to the moon anymore, let alone to Mars, because for some unknown reason we destroyed that technology.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. But going to Mars should be one of the next series of steps that humans do. The first step should be going back to the moon for a number of technical reasons and exploration reasons, and then after that, Mars, maybe high orbit in.
This guy, former astronaut.
Now, this guy, right, is a former astronaut, right? So he didn't go. He's an astronaut. So I'm curious where he went, right? Because he didn't go to the moon, right? So he went out to space. That will make him an astronaut, right? This is a former astronaut telling us that I'm not even gonna say we. This ain't French. This ain't got nothing to do with we, right? Y'all destroyed the technology to go back to the moon, and then it would be very hard to recreate something y'all already had. So I'm just saying, y'all think that we supposed to believe that. Y'all had the technology, y'all destroyed it, right? And now it's a problem, it's an issue trying to recreate some technology you supposed to already have, right? All right. Word is bond, B. Word to mother. Word to your mother. I'm not gonna say word to my mother because you lying, but you can say word to your mother. We gonna say word to your mother. Okay. Nasty work. Nasty work, right? Nasty work. And I want to just expand on that just a little bit before we get into this next receipt. One thing about the dog fur that I always, even when I was young, right? I always pondered this because even when I was young, you know, white people been talking about getting to Mars. I mean, they are very adamant about going to another planet, right? And you know, I always looked around. I'm saying, well, this shit is perfect, bro. There is no way you're gonna listen. This shit is we got a perfect situation here. We're not too far from the sun. We're not too close to the sun. The sun gives life. It's the biggest source of life on this planet. The dog fur got to put sunblock on to block themselves from the biggest source of life on this planet. So when I was younger, I used to be like, why do they want to leave so bad? Like, these motherfuckers want to leave so bad. And then I got wind of the spacewalk, right? And by this time, I done got so familiar with the dog fur, I understand that if they actually went to the moon, there is no way they wouldn't have went back and started making like greenhouses and figuring out a way to live on the moon. They want to get off Earth so bad. They want to get out the firmament so bad that they would literally get to the moon. They would have came back to this down here. They would have went back to the moon, built them some goddamn tents and all that, put oxygen in the tents. They would have came back down here, came back to the moon. They would have had food and everything up that motherfucker. Next thing you know, it'd have been 100 people volunteering to go to the moon and have babies born on the moon. Next thing you know, it'd have been a whole goddamn civil. By now, by my age now, they would have had a whole goddamn civilization on the moon. I'm telling you, they would have already been up there polluting. Yeah, they would have been drilling and stealing all kind of shit out the sand, and it would have been space, goddamn litter all in the space from them polluters, because that's what they do. The dog fur is like a cancer to the planet. I thought that it was the humans. When I was coming, I thought it was all humans. I thought we were a cancer to the planet. How, recycling and, ocean pollution and air pollution and all these things. When I was young, I thought we all contributed to that situation. With knowledge, what I realize is they are not natural to this planet. So they will destroy this planet. You understand? They cut down the trees and all that. The white people, they go out into the goddamn jungle and shoot down big ass elephants and shoot down big ass giraffes, and they take pictures. Motherfuckers stand right next to a big ass wildebeest. They just shot it in the back of the head, blood coming out his nostrils and all that. And a dog fur, a nigga wife would be standing there with the dog fur out. This bitch would be standing there like this. And they taking pictures with the dead bodies and all that. So with knowledge, what I realized is white people, respectfully, the dog fur is the cancer to this planet. You understand? So then you get to thinking to yourself, if that's the case, right, it's no way they wouldn't have went back to the moon and started populating that motherfucker, man. It's no way. It would already, listen, it'd have been green, it'd have been trees and everything on the moon, but they would have made a whole goddamn a planet on the moon. We ain't never been to the moon, man. I can't step on the content respectfully. These motherfuckers ain't never been out the firmament, brother. You ever seen one of those rockets go up? That bitch go just like this. Every time. Okay? Same thing with Mars. What you think they trying to do in Mars? Oh, we need to be a multi-planet civilization. We need to get to Mars. Hey, bro, we got a beautiful planet right here that's already straight. Y'all trying to get to a whole nother planet so y'all can destroy it. Oh, no, GMB TV, you're wrong. We're not like that. We don't think like that. Let me give you a smaller example. That's kind of grand scheme of things with, multi-planets and all that. White people in America is the only people in America trying to get out of America. Shit going left in America. It's getting real in America, right? All you see is dog fur having people trying to go to other countries. What you think gonna happen if these people go to other countries in the next 20 years? What you think gonna happen? The same shit happening over here to be happening over there in whatever country they go to. The issue is, and you already know I get biblical with this. I really can't help it. You know what I'm saying? The downloads download, and all I do is deliver. The issue is they can't get out the firmament. Y'all stuck here. Let me show y'all something real quick before we go any deeper. I could go. I want to show y'all I want to show y'all what I saw today. Okay. Now again, Donald Trump. I'm disappointed in you, man. I thought you was gonna get in there and do some shit, man. You in the motherfucking Epstein files, Donald. I'm disappointed in you, man. Now I want to show you what they showed us on TV. Let's mind you, me, the old lady, and baby G and B TV is sitting right here on a 100 screen flat screen. I got a 100-inch flat screen right here, and this shit came on. We all watched it. And if I wasn't able to see through the smoke and mirrors, if I wasn't wise beyond my years, me and my whole goddamn family would have been brainwashed with this bullshit. Yeah. I asked my old lady. I said, We was looking at that shit. Everybody was quiet. We was watching it. And I said, you believe they really out in outer space right now? And, you know, she was looking at it. Yeah, nah. I'm going to tell you something, man. You fucked up with this one. Let's look at this receipt right here. Big salute to the chat. Look.
To Artemis 2, today you've made history.
Now I want you to look at this right here before we go into this, right? I want you to look at this. Look at these motherfucking belts, they pants, and they shirts. Now, I don't know where y'all had. I'm just trying to figure out how did y'all get y'all clothes and shit so nice and pristine in that motherfucking spaceship like that. Let's just start right here. Look at these motherfucking clothes. Look at these belts and shit on these people, man. Ain't you look, this motherfucker got a bracelet on, he got a watch on. Everybody, these motherfuckers supposed to be out in space right now, somewhere in the cosmos, flying around in space. Go ahead and talk to the people, Donald. Look at this.
Well, thank you very much, Jared, and you are doing a fantastic job. And hello, very special hello to Artemis 2. Today you've made history and made all America really proud, incredibly proud. We have a lot of things to be proud of lately, but this is there's nothing like what you're doing, circling around the moon for the first time in more than a half a century and breaking the all-time record for the farthest distance from planet Earth. Humans have really never seen anything quite like what you're doing in a manned spacecraft. It's really special. I want to personally salute and congratulate Commander Reed Weissman.
Now, I want to just say something real quick. I'm going to let it go, but I'm just saying, are they moving right now? I'm just trying to, listen to me, I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking, right? Look at this shit. Is these motherfuckers in space, brother? Is they flying in space? Cause I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I'm just saying, like, everybody just standing there, everybody nice and nice. They clothes is on nice and right. Shit is ironed out. Shirt ironed, your pants is ironed, everybody's nice and crispy. I'm talking, these motherfuckers look like they, you know, I would think y'all was in space. If this motherfucker it's gonna be some turbulence, man. You know, we get on the goddamn Frontier flight. I'm on United, and we get in the air, get a little turbulence, a little couple of clouds around, whole plane get to shaking, and we got to hold on to our goddamn seats. But it's 4 of y'all in a low ass space, little capsule, right? That's a space capsule, and y'all just floating through space. Oh, you ain't looked out the way, motherfuckers smiling. Look.
Pilot Victor Glover, mission specialist Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. And I also want to thank the entire amazing team at NASA, headed by Jared, who's a very special guy, by the way. And you all made this day possible, and you've really inspired the entire world. Really, everybody's watching. I find it incredible. I just watch you go to the back of the moon, and people haven't been there in a long time, we can say, but it's going to be more and more prevalent because we're going to be doing a lot of traveling, and then you're going to ultimately do the whole big trip to Mars, and that's going to be very exciting. So you look at, we had no astronaut has been to the moon since the days of Apollo program. The Apollo program was also very special, but that was 50 years ago, and at long last, America is back, and America is back in many ways stronger than ever before. We're the hottest country anywhere in the world. The Artemis crew flew in the most powerful rocket NASA has ever made, ever launched, traveled over 250,000 miles, broke the distance record set by the legendary Apollo 13. And America is a frontier nation, and the 4 brave astronauts of Artemis 2 are a modern day, you really are modern day pioneers, all of you, and one of them happens to be a neighbor. You know who that is, right? You have a special person over there, a neighbor, and we like our neighbor. Your mission paves the way for America's return to the lunar surface very soon. We're going all out. We're doing everything we can, and it's headed up by Jared. We'll plant our flag once again, and this time we won't just leave footprints. We'll establish a permanent presence on the moon, and we'll push on to Mars. That'll be very exciting. I'm waiting for that so much. I'd love to be here, but maybe we won't quite make it in terms of timing, but we will be up in the moon, and that's going to happen soon. So America will be second to none in space and everything else that we're doing, and we will continue to lead the whole thing into the stars, this incredible journey into the stars. So I just wanted, it's an honor to speak to you, and I wanted to congratulate each and every one of you. Well, thank you.
Respectfully, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully, bro. As I feel, like you insulting my intelligence. Yeah, I feel like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, yeah. These people, motherfucker, we in the middle of war. That is a perfect time to go out of space. Hell, let's let them know that we're sending astronauts out of space and everybody can look towards the moon. Donald, man, yeah, nasty work. Nasty work. Now, I'm not here to tell you if these people out of space or if they're not. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. You understand? I'm not here to tell you who to believe in, who to pray to, none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I like to do with this channel. I'm not here to tell you how to be a man or what grown man business is, because it's a lifestyle, it's a perspective, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's perspective on what this thing is, grown man business, is different. We gonna have some similarities, but everybody's perspective on it is different. So I'm not here to tell you that these people ain't in outer space, but I'm gonna tell you these people ain't in outer space, man. Yeah, they lied to you, motherfucking ass, man. They out there in Universal Studios, man. They probably at goddamn Tyler Perry house out there in Atlanta. I promise you, I wouldn't put it past them to be at Tyler Perry Studios down there in Atlanta. Yeah, popping pussy in the back. Yeah, they even that motherfucker popping pussy. Yeah, with Tyler Perry. Yeah, Tyler Perry got 400 acres of private land. He got a whole studio out there with all kind of hotels and all kind of apartments. And yeah, they got all kind of astronaut shit there. And just because y'all can, alter the gravity and you got the little thing floating around, see, that's supposed to make us believe your ass is in space. Cause you got the microphone floating around, cause y'all done pumped a little, y'all done took some gravity up out of there, and now the microphone. But I'm trying to figure, I'm just saying, you motherfuckers is standing there real nice and neat, you're breathing real good. I mean, I'm trying, for you to be flying in space, man. Motherfucker Trump said your ass just flew past the moon. Trump said y'all flew past the other side of the moon. So where y'all going at then? Yeah, y'all ass in Atlanta right now. If anybody can get to Tyler Perry Studios, I guarantee you, I got a band for you. They in Tyler Perry Studios right now popping pussy. These two guys right here, I know they popping pussy together because they dressed alike. They pants is on. Look at this. Look. Look how they pants is on. Look at this shit right here. You telling me they ain't popping pussy with Tyler Perry? Look at this shit, you motherfucker. Look how that nigga standing like he at the club, like he about to take a picture with the homies and all that. But you supposed to be in outer space right now. My man right here, they got him all the way in the goddamn bunk bed, cocked over to the side and all that shit. He can't even barely got there. They got the shorty right here. This bitch hair ain't moving. The dog first laid down. Ain't nothing. Ain't nobody. This ain't space, man. Look at this motherfucker right here, man. Look at his fingers and all that. You don't stand like that when you flying through space, man. These motherfuckers ain't blank. They ain't batted an eye. These motherfuckers they gonna do this little live stream. Donald Trump, they're talking to Trump. We need you to do this live stream, and they gonna take you about 40. It's gonna take you 25 minutes to get this live stream done, and then y'all can get back to get in the mansion with Tyler Perry. They got the hot tub pumping. They got the baby oil warmed up, and y'all can get to popping that. Yeah. We got you. We need you. Everybody act like you're in space. Everybody act like you're in space. Okay, are you ready? Hey, hit, got that going? Go ahead, hit that little gravity button for me. We gonna get everything pumped up. It just got the pressure coming. Hey. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, we love you. Thank you so much. You know, it's an honor to be flying through the galaxy and this space capsule. It's an honor, and you know, I want to just tell you that our pants and our shirts have been ironed by the space capsule has an iron with starch, extra starch. Hey, bro, you got to loosen up a little bit. You got to act like you on a space plane, nigga. Yeah, I wish I was up there. You know what? I'm gonna tell you, I could have did a good job if you would have asked me, grown man Business TV, you think you could play an astronaut? I could play an astronaut for you. I would have got to move. Oh, turbulence. It's turbulence up here. We just flew past Mars. Yes, salute to everybody on planet Earth. I just want to let you guys know that we are multi-planet now, and oh shit, get the goddamn water, bitch. Get the water, bitch. Told your ass to get the water, bitch. Don't get the water. Oh. Salute to the chat, man. I done sprayed on my goddamn water. I done sprayed water all over the goddamn house, man. Shit, I ain't gonna get this goddamn water. Yeah, I could have played a good role. I would have played it good for him. This shit right here ain't it, man. Let's look at this again. Look at this. Look.
Thank you very much, Jared, and you are doing a fantastic job. And hello, very special hello to Artemis 2. Today you've made history and made all America really proud, incredibly proud. We have a lot of things to be proud of lately, but this is there's nothing like what you're doing, circling around the moon for the first time in more than a half a century and breaking the all-time record for the farthest distance from planet Earth. Humans have really never seen anything quite like what you're doing in a manned spacecraft. It's really special. I want to personally salute and congratulate Commander Reed Weissman, Pilot Victor Glover, Mission Specialist Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. And I also want to thank the entire amazing team at NASA, headed by Jared, who's a very special guy, by the way. And you all made this day possible, and you've really inspired the entire world. Really, everybody's watching. I find it incredible. I just watched you go to the back of the moon and...
Hey, man, respectfully, Donald. You know, listen, I don't want to talk about space travel or Tyler Perry, Pooh Shiesty, Big 35, Gucci, Hoochie Mane. We ain't gonna talk about Hoochie. We ain't talking about Hoochie Mane tonight. I don't wanna talk about. I want you to do what you said you was gonna do to Iran. You said you was giving them to 8:30 tonight, 8 o'clock, and you was gonna bomb some shit up. And we need to see that. We need to see that. This would have been the worst time to go to space, Donald. Donald Trump, listen to me. This would have probably been the worst time. You know what I mean? You shoot up and through that firmament up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You shot through the firmament. I didn't know that you did that. You know, maybe I could find a video of you shooting this motherfucker up through the firmament. Hold on, let me see something. 'Cause I didn't know that you did it. Let me see something. Watch this. Let me see something real quick. Because I didn't know you shot up through that motherfucking firmament, Donald Trump. Oh. Let's see this. Let's see if we got something going right here. Let's all look at this together. Look. You know what? I see you said it was on the news. Hey, I barely watch the news, but I want to see something real quick. I want to see if this is possible. Oh wow. Nah, Donnie, you gotta be faster than that, boss. You got to come faster than that. These motherfuckers, they in space flying around and shit, properly dressed with they goddamn belt buckles and they jeans and they space suits and shit is all nice and neat. Nah, nigga. No, nigga. I don't believe it, nigga. I don't want to show you something, but these niggas, man. I want to show you something. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. Jesus Christ. They done shot through the firmament, huh? Nah. The white man never, let me tell you something. If the white man ever got through the firmament, yeah. Oh no, we be done polluted the goddamn cosmos. That's why the Most High won't let them get out the firmament. Oh no. The Most High won't allow them to get out the firmament because they will pollute the goddamn cosmos. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that shit is garbage. Hey, look. I want to show y'all something. Look at this. Here we go. Watch this. Look. Look. Now watch this motherfucker. Watch this. Watch. Look how that bitch getting leaning. It's leaning. It's going this way now.
Integrity, 3 miles in altitude.
Going this way.
Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
Look, going this way. Now going this way. Look, you see? Keep looking. Look at this shit. Look. Look at it. Now look at it. Look what's going.
Passing 1 minute.
Look.
Max gear.
On, Ponce de Leon. Stan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon.
Now that bit going straight. Look. Now going like this.
Signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis 2
Look.
mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than
Look, now the bitch going down. Look.
Minute 50 seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark. We see throttle down. Confirmed separation.
These people, look at all these motherfucking, look at the dog
Main
for it. Look
engines
at this
throttling up, guidance converged.
Now, that was a perfect example. Now, that was the actual shot. That was the actual, launch, right? Peep how, like I said, the shit go up. This? Look, the big go like this. The big go like this. See what I'm saying? Now, this is what I want to tell you, and I'm going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to close out with this. It won't nobody in that rocket they shot up there. Oh, no. Won't nobody in that rocket. They shot the rocket in the air. Y'all was all blowing, looking the motherfucker, looking in the air. And it wasn't a person on that motherfucker. They burned all that goddamn fuel up. Oh, they made a whole goddamn spectacle of them. This shit is a motion picture. The whole time, right? These people is on Tyler Perry's studio. They out there in Atlanta right now. So they shot the rocket up in the air. They did that. They gonna play this motherfucker right. Rockets go up, shit come back down, and oh, it's gone. We don't know where it's at, and went into outer space. And now they got a clear guy. I'm talking goddamn HD 4K picture, clear audio. The motherfuckers up there, they clapping and dapping and shaking hands and all that. I'm talking they dress cleaner than a motherfucker on planet Earth. A motherfucker, listen to me, a person on planet Earth ain't got their pants on that motherfucking clean. This motherfucker, like he done put baby oil on. Everybody is properly lotioned. Ain't nobody in distress. I thought this was a goddamn space ride. Yeah, it's gonna be in distress. I'm in more. Listen to me. I'm in more distressed on a United flight. When I get on the airplane, you motherfucker take off. You feel the shit out of there. I can't go to sleep. Y'all look like y'all sleeping real good. Yeah, in that space capsule. This shit gonna go up, and it's gonna go out of space. And that's what's gonna happen. It ain't about to do all this, and then all that, and all shit going down like this. Motherfucker went up like this, motherfucker went like this. Come on, man. White people, y'all gotta do better. Respectfully, I'm trying to be nice about it. Big students in chat, man. Shit nasty work, babe. 15 more subscribers and we'll be there. We on a good pace tonight. Big salute to the chat. Where we at? 15 more subscribers. Me and engage with the chat. What y'all got going on in the chat? Desmond, smart guy, interesting concept, but too racist. I think I'll unsubscribe. Interesting hour. He needs to understand the concept of challenge really isn't unachievable. Amen. Respectfully, I want to speak to that, right? And salute to you, Desmond, right? In the beginning stages of this channel, right, I used to get a lot of that in the DM where people wouldn't write that in the chat, right? But they would DM me, you know what I'm saying? And they would say, hey, I really like what you're doing, or, you really was hitting the nail on the head, but I didn't like that you said this, or I thought this was like racist, especially the dog fur. Especially the dog fur. Salute to a lot of my new subscribers. Once I started going into that dog fur thing, it was like the racist, you're racist, you're this, you're that, was like flooding the DMs. You know what I mean? It was really it was overwhelming at a point to where I was like, man, maybe I'm not gonna say that no more, or maybe I'm gonna take that content down. Maybe I'll refrain from like speaking to that, because it seemed to really strike a nerve in people, right? When I speak about the dog fur, because I'm Desmond, I'm pretty sure that Desmond, before you leave, what did you hear me say that you felt was racist? Right? I'm just curious. And before you leave, and salute to you, no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna speak to that, to the unsubscribing thing. But if you could before you leave, if you would do me a favor and just tell me, what did you consider racist, right, within the content? But the dog fur thing, for the most part, was it's always a big deal where people feel like it's racist. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And I had to sit with that for a while. You know what I mean? Because I was considering like taking certain content down. I was considering like just refraining from even speaking to that anymore, because I seen the reaction from it. And then the downloads told me, nah, there's no way to sugarcoat the content. Don't step on the dope. Like, if you gonna keep it pure, then you got to keep it pure. You know what I'm saying? And that's when other downloads started to download, and I talk about it, but it's a lot of new subscribers. As far as how we grew up in the urban community around Caucasian people, and our hair, right? This non-ether, you know what I'm saying? This hair that defies gravity, this hair that coils like copper, this hair that is, for the most part, an antenna, right? How it got so bad that you don't, like, you see a lot of black women now with weave and wigs and all type of different things to fit a society norm of beauty, because we were always told that we had bad hair. Our hair was nappy. It was the afro. It was this, it was that, right? And the downloads just made me understand that, it's not racist to just tell the truth. Our hair is coarse. That's a good word for it. Our hair is coarse. It gets nappy, right? It gets curly, right? It is everything you say it is. That's why I don't see the issue in me explaining what y'all have. Hopefully that, and if it was something else, then I'll read it and then I'll address it. But 9 times out of 10, unless Desmond is just like, an exception to the rule, right? 9 times out of 10, that is what what triggers them. They've never heard it that way before. They've never heard it in this manner, right? They've never heard the truth. They were told that they have good hair. Becky with the good hair. Becky with the good hair is a prime example. It made them look at black women in a certain way. It made them judge us in a certain way. It made them feel superior when the whole time they were inferior. That's why their fur is sheds. That's why lice is attracted to it. It's an inferior strand. It's an inferior. You understand? Our hair literally defies the laws of gravity. If I were to just let my hair grow, it would defy the laws of gravity and it would grow against gravity. That should tell you that should tell you a lot. But if you let that rainwater fall on top of that fur, what do it smell like? We all been in a homeroom class. We all been on a school bus on a rainy day, and the whole goddamn school bus smell like a SPCA. We all know that. Y'all know that. Why do your fur shed the same way a golden retriever fur sheds? Your fur sheds the same way a goddamn American bully sheds, a Rottweiler, a poodle, a Shih Tzu. Your fur, it sheds the same way. If I go outside and lay down in the grass, and you go outside and lay down in the grass, and the golden retriever go outside and lay down in the grass, only 2 of us is gonna get up with lice. Only 2 of us. And I'm damn sure not gonna be one of them. Lice don't like hair. It's too coily. It's too nappy. It's too woolly. Lice like fur. They want to get in that fur and lay eggs in it. Yeah, lice, fleas, all that type of shit gonna get up in that fur. You don't remember in 1st grade when they used to take us in that goddamn auditorium? Take us into that gymnasium? Oh, we have to check you guys for lice. Y'all don't remember that? I remember that. I remember a day where they used to take us out the classroom, take us into the gymnasium, and check us for lice. And y'all always had that motherfucking lice. I remember seeing little Becky with that lice. They told her, you got lice, Becky. You need to stand over there. And I didn't want to sit next to Becky. I didn't want to eat lunch. I always remember she had that much. She had all kind of goddamn lice crawling in that fur. It's not racist for me to tell you that's not hair. Y'all don't have hair, respectfully. Yeah, you don't have hair. Hair don't grow like that all over your body. Fur do though. Oh. Listen to me, Desmond, if you're a white man, respectfully, if you are white and you don't get a haircut or you don't shave for 10 years, 5 years, I give you 5 years. Guess what you turn into, Desmond? Guess what you turn into? Sasquatch, Bigfoot, that goddamn fur grow behind your knees. You got fur behind your ears. White people, listen, you got fur on your knuckles. Bitch, how you grow fur on your knuckles? How you got fur on your goddamn shoulders, bitch? How you fur all on your goddamn neck? Your whole chest, all this shit got fur on it all the way up to your goddamn collar, bitch. Respectfully, it's no disrespect and it's absolutely no racism. In due time, right? A lot of Caucasian people, they double back into my DM. Yo, GMB, I love your content. You know, the dog fur shit used to throw me off when you first used to say it, but the more I looked into it, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because all you got to do is do the research. Dogs get lice. How is it that you get lice the same way a dog get lice? How is it that you get fleas the same way a dog get fleas? How is it that if I throw water in your fur and throw water on Lassie, y'all got the same motherfucking scent coming off you? How is that possible if it ain't dog fur growing? Yeah, bitch, you got dog fur on you. You and Lassie, if I throw some water on Lassie, my whole house gonna smell like a dog. If I throw water on that goddamn fur, that blonde fur, I'm trying not to be, you know what I'm saying, respectfully. And to all black women, this is for you. They tried to stop me from saying this. They tried to muffle the message. They tried to goddamn stop me from telling y'all that y'all hair is so powerful, it's so motherfucking divine. The fact that y'all would cornroll that motherfucking beautiful non-ether and then put a wig full of dog fur on top of it is diabolical, women. Listen, baby, I'm trying to help you. They disrespect. I grew up watching them disrespect y'all hair. I'm a guy, so I used to get a haircut. I had a nice haircut back in the day, but I remember them disrespecting black girls in school, laughing at y'all like y'all had all the way to the point where y'all wearing wigs and shit now, lace fronts and yaki weave and Indian Remy and yeah, y'all getting all kind of goddamn dog fur and y'all just putting it on top of your goddamn head, stitching the dog fur on top of your shit. You got a damn stocking cap on top of real hair. Think about how crazy that is, bro. You got a stocking cap on top of real hair. And then you got a wig full of dog fur on top of that motherfucker. And you brushing that motherfucker around. You spraying that motherfucker. You wrapping it. All I ever wanted to do is keep the content pure. So Daz, I appreciate you, brother. You know, I seen what you said, and you know, I am very I will accept that I am an intelligent person, and that's why I know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say nothing to just disrespect y'all or disrespect a person or a people, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be mad at me cause what your genetic makeup is. It's not racism. It's not racist if I'm just telling the truth. You know what I mean? It's not racist if you say, dog, you got woolly hair. Your hair is woolly. It is hair and it is woolly. It is coarse and it is hair. It is non-ether. All right? I wanted to address that, man. We just chopping it up. Big salute to the chat. It's possible. Oh, you gonna make a bean pie? Yeah. Make sure you put some nutmeg in that bean pie. You hear me? Make sure you put some cinnamon and some nutmeg in that bean pie. I want the bean pie to taste. I want it to have a taste of goddamn, you know, sweet potato pie. I don't want the bean pie to taste like beans. If it tastes like beans, I don't want it. Yeah, make sure you get your kufi Get your goddamn Muslim garment and get your goddamn bean pie recipe. And you get them bean pies. Yeah. You, Gail Brown, Pooh Shiesty, Geechee Gotti, Lil Durkio. All when you go to prison, make sure you get with the Muslims. Turn your last name from Gail Brown to Gail Muhammad. Yeah, make sure you do that. Yeah. Make sure your last name go from Brown to Muhammad. That's the first step. You don't start baking bean pies until your last name is Muhammad. You can't bake bean pies with a listen to me. You can't bake bean pies with a last name like Brown. No, I don't want your bean pies. If your last name Brown, you got a last name like Williams or Brown or something like that. I can't eat. I'm not gonna eat. No. I want you smelling like incense. Kush incense. Yeah, I want you to smell like Kush incense. And then I might consider your bean pies. You motherfucker. Yeah, but yeah. Your ass turned to a Muslim, then bake bean pies, nigga. I need 5 more subscribers. Big salute to the chat. Let's get 5 to 10 more subscribers, and I'll be happy with that. We'll be at 60,000, man. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. 60K? Shit. We did this organically, man. We built this channel and this platform organically. And that's the only way we gonna do it. Donald Trump, and listen, man, this is chess, not checkers, like I was Denzel Washington. You know what I mean? I built this platform organically. That's what we did over here. And the whole move with Donald Trump was very strategic. And the crazy, I'm gonna tell you something. When I break down that chess play to people, they be like, oh wow. It really like something that went over their head, because I get a lot of people too in the DM like, yo, I remember you was voting for Donald Trump. I didn't vote. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't go vote. I didn't vote for nobody this last situation. But I told my investors and my subscribers that if you was gonna vote, to get Donald in there. I did tell my people to do that. I was pushing that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this is just another time where what I saw, the downloads that downloaded were 100% correct. The same way, right? Just hit the subscribe button. Let me just kind of go real quick. The same way I seen them disrespect black women my whole adolescence. When it comes to like black girls and their hair, bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, like I got a little sister, right? And I remember like going to this camp. It was called Camp Holiday Trails. It was in Charlotte, North Carolina. For like, you would go for 2 weeks out the summer. And I just remember like, I don't know, it was so weird, but I remember even back then how like the black kids that was there, because it was a lot of white kids, but it was like a lot of black kids that was there, like the girls were like be embarrassed a certain way about swimming. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want to get in the pool. They didn't want to. It was so weird. I remember my whole adolescence, like, you got nappy hair. Your shit ain't nice. You got bad hair. Look how. So the same way I watched them do that with black women, right? Disrespect their hair. I knew that that was coming if Kamala Harris would have got in office. I knew that if Kamala Harris would have got in office, right, they would be disrespecting black women. They already disrespect women, but they would be disrespecting y'all out in the open, because now there is a black woman in office. There, you know, there is a black woman to blame, because we already know she wasn't black. You know, when I heard that lady say she washed her collard greens in the bathtub, nah, shawty, you ain't the one that need to be representing black women. You know what I'm saying? And if I got anything to do with it, I know it looked good. I know the aesthetic was nice. I know black women was happy and they really wanted Kamala in there because they really wanted they wanted to see that happen. But I understood a bitch that washed collard greens in the bathtub where you put your ass at, And your feet, oh, that's a nasty, bitch. You ain't got, bitch. I don't remember Big Mama or nobody washing collard greens in the bathtub, bitch. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hell no. Hell no. But deeper than that, right? White men would be totally outright blatantly disrespect. Who let this? I told you we should have never let these black women in the office. Who? Oh my God, look what's happening to America. Look how America is crumbling. Look at this great nation. This great nation is falling because we let a black woman in office. A fucking black lady. And look at what the fuck is going on. Why are we in Iran? See, I told you we should have never let black women run this nation. Why is the gas prices so high? Because it's a goddamn black woman in office. I understood during the presidential election that this would be the opportunity because there was no saving this situation. After what happened with, Joe Biden and all the illegal immigrants and $800 billion going to the Ukrainian war, another $40 billion going to Argentina. Like we were just passing money out like we was a fucking ATM machine. I knew that Kamala couldn't save this government, couldn't save this land. I knew Trump couldn't save it. Look around. Who are Caucasian people blaming right now? Themselves. You don't hear white people talking about immigrants. They're not talking about Somalians. They're not talking about black people. They're not talking about African people. They're not talking about Mexican people. They're not talking about nobody. The only people they are talking about is a white man that looked just like them. Checkmate. Checkmate. We at war. Gas prices is high. America is in the motherfucking dumpster right now. They having fake goddamn space trips to Mars, all kind of wild shit, all at the expense of that dog fur. Yeah, Caucasoid Neanderthal from the Caucasus of the mountains. Oh, straight fresh out the Caucasus Mountains. Donald J. Trump. Checkmate, nigga. Look around. Look on YouTube. All you see is them people saying, oh, how we regret voting for Donald Trump. We're so sorry. We should have never done that. Why did we? Look at what's going on. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think I could have really stomached what they was about to do to black women on behalf of Kamala Harris. That shit was gonna be terrible, what they was about to do to y'all. The way they was gonna disrespect educated, melanated, and highly opinionated black women. The way they was gonna tear y'all down. The way they was gonna belittle y'all. They was about to do a number on the image of a educated, melanated, opinionated black woman. Just a little bit deeper, right? Just so you know, like, I know exactly what I'm talking about. When Joe Biden got into office, right? When Joe Biden got into office and he appointed Kamala Harris, right? It was this big celebration. A lot of black women felt like they could relate to Kamala, right? What's the first thing Kamala did when she got in office? Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember the first thing that Kamala did when she got into office? The first thing Kamala did, right, is, do y'all remember? I want to tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all for sure. Hit the like button and subscribe button, man. We need like 5-6 more subscribers, man. Hit the subscribe button. Go out, come back in, hit the subscribe button. Always been like that. Got braids, nah. I don't know if that's what she did, but I'll say this, right? Because it's serious what she did, right? Kamala, when she first got into office, Kamala pushed for the Asian crime bill. Do y'all remember when there was this whole thing called Asian hate, or it was like the Asian hate, where like Asians were being attacked in New York City? It was this whole propaganda. It was called Asian hate, and you know, Asian people were being attacked and blah blah blah, right? And the first thing Kamala did was she pushed for the Asian hate crime bill. Now, mind you, we don't have no crime bill. Black people, black women. You know, they say black women is the most disrespected and the most unprotected. You would think that a black woman would have went into office and created a crime bill to protect her people. But the first thing she did was created a crime bill for the Asian hate crime bill. That's first. Then, listen, was it Queen? Yeah. That's what I was about to say next. Right after they gave them the Asian hate crime bill and then broke off, they got reparations. They got a big ass check, like $60 billion to the Asian community on American soil. Kamala pushed that in. That's the first thing she did when she got vice president. The Asian hate crime bill, and then she gave them like $60 billion. And guess what? When the last time you heard the Asian people say anything? Oh, have you heard the Asian people protesting with black people? Have you heard the Asian people talking about Trump? Have you heard Asian Chinese people out there in Chinatown saying a goddamn word? They've been paid out already. They've been paid out. It's a federal crime if you do one of them Asian hate. If you run down on an Asian person out there and you get to beating them up and they consider it a hate crime, your ass going to prison for 100 years. Yeah. But us, indigenous, you know, Americans, you know, foundational black Americans, we ain't got one crime bill hate. We ain't got one of those. You could do whatever you want to us and you might fuck around and walk. You might get off scot-free. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. Like, let's just remember who Kamala was and who she is and what they was going to use her for. You think y'all be wearing wigs and weave now because of what people was, man, the shit they was about to do to y'all, I don't think it would have been a success. Yo, it would have never, ever been another black female president. After this shit right here, when they would have got done with y'all, it would never be a black female president ever again with what was about to happen if she got in office. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, I don't take this, damn, yo, we had 60 bands. We had 60K. Hit the subscribe button. Let's run it up a little bit more. Because if it's at 60,000 right now, by the time I get off this live stream, it's going to go down to, it's going to go down like, it's going to go down a couple subscribers. So let's just keep up running it up. But yeah, we had 60,000. Big salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's a hell of a milestone, man. We on our way to 60. Listen, we on our way to 100,000. We closer to 100,000 than we are away from 100,000. So yeah, we going to keep grinding. We going to keep pushing. You know, did that shit organically, man. I'm proud of that. But yeah, Kamala was a hell of a chess play. You know, Kamala was a chess piece that was detrimental. Like, yeah, it was detrimental. Kamala, that shit where we missed that. I'm talking, they almost had us. They almost had us with Kamala. You know what I'm saying? And I was proud, just like the 60,000, just like the hazmat, Miss Brown. I was proud to see her not get in there and Trump get in there. And now to see where we at in present day with Trump in office, it just reminds me of how ill that would have been. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, man, we had 60K, we had 60,000. That's ill. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Damn, that's ill. Let me see some. Big salute to the chat. Get that right there. Yeah, son. Yeah. Yeah. Again, a cake sweet. Man, it's so ill, right? Think about this, right? Let me do something real quick. Make sure I got this joint in so we ain't gonna crash out. But think about this, right? And again, the beautiful part about it is there's nobody to blame. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody to blame. You said it would be a great time for a stimulus check. Exactly. Y'all don't remember 6 months ago, Trump was saying, yo, everybody just gonna get $2,000. We just gonna send everybody 2 bands. It's gonna go directly to your bank account. We never saw that 2 bands. Y'all remember that? Hey, yo, y'all don't remember when Elon Musk and Donald Trump was auditing the IRS and all of these billions and billions and billions of dollars of misplaced money? They found it. Whatever happened to that money? Oh, we're going to give everybody $2,000 just to put it in your account, just to stimulate the economy and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You know, we ain't see a dime of that money. Where all the motherfucking money y'all found with Doge and all that? Elon Musk pop up and tell us you was on the Epstein files, and now we ain't heard a peep about that money. We ain't heard a goddamn peep about the Doge money. We don't know what you did with the goddamn, yeah. Listen, Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump had Elon Musk. These motherfuckers found the Doge money, billions of dollars in Doge, right? We don't know where the money at, but it's a goddamn ballroom being built on the White House. A motherfucking ballroom. I'm talking gold chandeliers. This motherfucker got gold plates and gold goddamn chairs and gold silverware, everything gold in that motherfucker. Gold dance floor. These motherfuckers gonna be dancing on a gold dance floor. But we ain't get the $2,000. And who can they blame for this? The dog fur. It's nobody else to blame. It's a checkmate. It's one of those things where it's like the game is over. You can act like you won. You can act like you don't see it, but God forbid Kamala would have been in office. They would have been blaming Kamala. America been crashing. It would have been a black woman. She ain't even black. She like Asian and Jamaican or something, respectfully. She ain't like foundational, but she ain't nigga for real. But it would have been black women that would have had to bear that cross. My mama, my daughter, you know what I'm saying? My old lady, my nieces and all that. Nah, nigga. Hell nah. Donald Trump, man, got to be. I'm gonna close out with this, right? Donald Trump ass need to be in prison when he get out of office. I'm gonna be honest. Donald Trump, when he get out of office, his ass need to go. If they need to show us what's on the Epstein files, he need to be the first president to get put in handcuffs, took to prison. Respectfully, that's just what you know what I'm saying. The final conclusion to this situation with Trump and the dog fur, this whole debacle, right, is his white ass need to get put in prison. And then you know what? If Donald Trump can go to prison, oh, you a police officer, you can go to prison. Oh, yeah. If Donald Trump can go to prison, any goddamn white man on American soil could end up in prison. It's like a whole Pandora's box. They put Donald Trump ass in prison. That's a shift in American culture. Yeah. I think when Donald Trump is over, whoever get in office need to be trying to put his ass in prison. Respectfully, they gonna do something to I think they're gonna do something to me for saying that, but he would have been if he didn't win. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. He definitely would have won if he didn't win. But you know, that's a whole nother live stream, man. You put Donald Trump in prison, you know, it's a lot of other people on that Epstein file that need to be in prison as well. The game is the game. You know what I mean? The game is the game. But at the end of the day, man, while you still in office, man, you need to get, you know, we gonna see what you gonna do tonight. Cause you said by 8 o'clock tonight, you was dropping bombs, you was gonna bomb they bridges, you was gonna bomb a power plant, you was gonna go to war. So we gonna see. All right, we gonna definitely see what it is. Listen, man, got some business to handle. So we ain't gonna, you know, we gonna get out. Well, you know what? Let me stay here for a minute. I might do a whole live on this, but I wanted to ask y'all. I meant to ask y'all this since we in the chat, well over 300 still in here. What y'all think about that Kanye West concert, man? What y'all think about that Kanye West? He's still in here. Damn, is still in here. It's hard to leave, man. Hey, Dez, yo. Hold up. Hold up. This is the most interesting and entertaining live feed I've ever found. Fucking train wreck. Nah, look. That's why I know you still in here, because it's 3 in the morning. You ever scroll through YouTube at 3 in the morning? This right here is the illest you gonna get. This right here, the illest you gonna get, baby. Yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning Eastern time. You ever fucking roll through YouTube at 3:30 in the morning? Motherfuckers is up here singing. These motherfuckers is up this bitch sleep. It's people right now. If you scroll off my live and go up, somebody probably sleep right now. Mouth wide open in the camera. It's a lot of people from Africa. It's a lot of people from Africa on YouTube right now going live. It's a lot of people from the Philippines right now going live. Yeah, this shit, your boy get wild. Yo, when I'm up late night, I be scrolling through YouTube. I hop in your live stream. It might be 8 people in your live stream. I'll pop right in your shit. I'll say something in that moment. Word. You know what I mean? So I know why you still in here. I mean, just hit the subscribe button while you in here, Daz, man. You know what you like. You know you like this shit. You know you like what you know it's the truth, what I'm talking about. So don't short yourself, nigga. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You know, don't play yourself. But anyway, right? Bro, has any what so y'all ain't seen his Kanye? Let me see something. Y'all ain't seen his Kanye West concert he did. Y'all ain't seen this? Bro, this dude, yo, Ye? Listen to me. Listen to me. Kanye is the greatest artist of our generation. He is. Now, Jay-Z is the #1 rapper, and he is the greatest rapper of our generation. If you ask me, right? Jay-Z is. Jay-Z inspired Kanye. The majority of these niggas is inspired by Jay-Z, right? But Ye is the greatest artist of our generation. And I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. Listen to me. I'm gonna pull this shit up, right? This shit blew me away. And I'm trying to tell you something because I could only imagine being at the concert. You know what I'm saying? The stage set, yo, Kanye West. Let me tell you something about Ye, right? Let me tell you something I forgot about Ye. Ye has stadium music. See, Jay-Z don't got I don't feel like Jay-Z has stadium music. Like Kanye's catalog is something you could play in a stadium, bro. Like it's like Jay-Z don't have that. Jay-Z don't got songs that transcend to 80,000 people in an open stadium, and the sonics, the way the vibrations of the songs don't hit. But Ye, College Dropout is a classic, right? Late Registration is a classic, right? Graduation is a classic. 808s and Heartbreaks is a classic, bro. Yo, let me show y'all something real quick. Big salute to the chat. I'm gonna have to I want to show y'all something, right? I'm gonna have to make sure the music is off. Cause you know this shit get crazy. Bruh, what in the hell? It's so crazy. I gotta get to one of these concerts, bro. I wish I could get to one of these concerts. This nigga shit is like, hold on, let me see if I can find something. Look at this. Let's look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at the stage art on this joint, bruh. Look at this shit. Look at this. Yo, I'm gonna find another clip. Yo, that shit is the illest stage. Yo, I ain't never seen something like that. Yo, that's so crazy, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that, let me just look at this one, right? Let me just see real quick. Let me just see, look at this shit real quick. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna just play one more if I can find one. I've been seeing them all weekend, bro, and this shit just really like, it's like, this shit was like mind-boggling, bro. Like, what the fuck? Bro, this nigga Ye really just look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Kanye West returned to the stage at the iconic SoFi Stadium with a concert titled Ye, The Homecoming, on April 1st, drawing about 70,000 fans. The show featured a massive globe-like stage and striking visuals, creating a memorable spectacle. After years away from major U.S. performances, the event quickly went viral, with fans calling it a surprise and amazing show. Kanye West returned to the stage.
Yo, that is crazy, yo. It's like, it looked like he like walking on the globe, know what I'm saying? This shit is fire, yo. All right, so when I seen this, right, and I probably do a whole live stream on it. I think I'm gonna just go off and just talk about it. But it just reminded me on how powerful Kanye is, right? So I was looking into it, and it's like, I think like somewhere in like France or something, he was trying to perform. Australia canceled it. France, a whole bunch of other places canceled, right? This concert because of because of the things he said about the little hat people, right? And I'm saying to myself, like y'all still on that. Like y'all still worried about what he said about the little hat people. And it just really reminded me on how powerful Kanye is. Yeah, I'm contact. I had physical therapy earlier. Hey, FBA Kush boy, I had physical therapy earlier. And baby GMB, he don't give a damn. I got physical therapy. He running me around. But Ye and Jay are like I said, Jay is the greatest rapper of all times to me. Ye is the greatest artist of our generation, right? So it really puts Ye on a whole nother like playing field. Cause like when I say the greatest artist, that's like all artists. I don't think there's another artist in no genre of music that's fucking with Kanye West. Jay-Z's just the greatest rapper to me. You know what I'm saying? But artistry, bruh, this nigga Ye is, and then not only is he the greatest artist, but he's still a rebel. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where I'm gonna just lean on that and close with that. Like, he's a rebel, right? And I remember like listening to Ye from the beginning, and he always had like songs on his albums that were like B-side songs, but they were like real powerful songs, and I would always gravitate towards those songs. Like let's say like College Dropout, his first album, right? Everybody was listening to the Lauryn Hill, the All Falls Down song. When I promise, she's so self-conscious. She had no idea what she doing in college. Like that was the song that was like the single. It was all over. It was all over the radio. It was everywhere, right? But there was a song on that album called Spaceships that was like my favorite song. You know what I mean? Yo, and that shit was like a song like nobody really talked about, but it was like a powerful song. This nigga Ye said, I've been working in slave ship and I ain't made it. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly. That song, right? In the verse, he said, if my manager if my manager insults me again, I will be assaulting him. After I fuck the manager up, then I'm gonna shorten the register up. Let's go back to the Gap. Look at my check, wasn't no scratch. So I stole, wasn't my fault. Yeah, I stole, never got caught. They took me to the back and pat me. They asking me about some khakis, but let some white people walk in. I bet you they show off they token blackie. Oh yeah, you love Kanye. Put them all in the front of the stove. So I'm on break next to the no smoking sign with a blunt in the mall. Taking my hits, writing my rhymes, taking my time. This fucking job can't help them, so I quit. Y'all welcome. Yo, that song used to be so powerful to me, yo. I used to be at work like, man, I'm about to quit this shit. I worry, yo. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm just saying, like this nigga Ye been talking that rebel shit every album. Yo, this nigga Ye had a song on was it Graduation or late registration? It was like damn, how that song go, yo? It was like make it to a jam. Common passed on his beat, I made it to a jam. Cause everywhere I'm at, made me everywhere I am. Doom, 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 doom. Damn. That song, right? That nigga Kanye said, he said, I know people wouldn't normally rap this, but I got the facts to back this. Just last year, Chicago had over 600 caskets. Man, killing some whack shit. Oh, I forgot, except for when niggas is rapping. Like he said in that song that Chicago had over 600 caskets. Man, killing is some whack shit. And nobody, like, you understand? He said this in his rhymes. Like, he spoke against that shit. Except for when niggas is rapping. Do you know what it feel like when niggas is passing? He got changed over his change to block off ass gin. I need to speak to somebody, pastor. The church want tithes, but I can't afford to pay. Pink slip on my door cause I can't afford to stay. My 15 seconds up, but I got more to say. Nah, man, sorry, Mr. West, please, no more today. Like, I'm just saying all that to say, like, that nigga Ye, man, always, for real, he always told the truth, yo. And when Ye said that slavery was a choice, I remember being like everybody else at first, like damn, like I was disappointed in Ye. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't take long for me to understand what he was saying. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm basically saying all that to say, like, you know, he was right, bro. Slavery is a choice. The government got the American people enslaved right now, and niggas choose not to go to war with the government. You know what I'm saying? If you was on a slave plantation, right, you could choose to die or stay a slave or get away and go and make your way up north. Get on the Underground Railroad. Like it's always a choice. You know what I'm saying? You could be a slave to your job, nigga. You could choose. Nobody got a gun to your head and making you go to work every day. Nobody got a gun to your head and make you get up and go to work every day. You could literally quit that shit. You understand? So it's like, he was right, bro. He was 100% right. None of this nigga said, like, this nigga Ye, hey, yo, for real, we ain't never seen nothing like, and I don't know why this stage, I don't know why this, the way, I ain't never, the way this stage, like the setup and shit, it like made my brain open up to something. I was like, oh shit, bro, I ain't never, imagine this, right? Jay-Z got the Yankee Stadium he about to do. I think like in a couple of weeks or something like that. He's doing Yankee Stadium and something else, right? But imagine Jay-Z running back and forth across the stage on some cool shit after Kanye West just did it. Imagine spending $1,000 to see Jay-Z perform. And Jay-Z up there on some cool shit walking around. If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go on, brush your shoulders off. Niggas just pimps too. Go on, brush your shoulders off. This nigga bring Beyonce out. They singing Dangerously in Love together and all that. Imagine going to that concert after seeing this shit with Kanye West did. Jesus, man, this shit ain't right, bro. It ain't right, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't gonna add up, bro. Like, you might well let us go to that motherfucker for free. Hey, listen, Jay-Z, if you ain't got some shit like this going on, you might well just let us get them tickets for free, man. You might well just let us get them motherfucker for free, cuz, for real, son. This, what I don't know what Kanye West did. Like, it looked like he walking across the globe and he rapping, and it's just so ill, bro. That's some powerful shit, bro. That's some powerful shit, bro. 80,000 people singing this shit. And I always find something wrong. You been putting up with my shit for way too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that nigga Ye, man, nah, Ye. Why you do that shit, Ye? Yo, that nigga Ye, man, I probably could talk another hour about it, but it really inspired my mind. Like, damn, yo, I ain't even know you could make a stage like that. I sing that shit there, yeah. No one man shall have all this power. I'm counting and I'm just count the hours. That nigga Ye got some powerful music, man. You know what I'm saying? He got some powerful, that nigga Ye, and I'm gonna tell you something. I was singing that shit to my old lady. And I always find, and you always find something wrong. You been putting up with my shit for way too long. You know what I'm saying? Next time me and my old lady get on, listen to me and my old lady say something, I'm gonna start singing that shit. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna just shoot the shit. Yeah, shoot to Kanye for that. I'm just gonna put it out there. You been putting up with my shit for way too long. And now I'm gonna tell you the time that I don't like the most. Salute to that nigga Yeezy, man. Damn, that's some ill. Yeah. I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to know how y'all felt about that. About that stage, man. That nigga Ye is this. Jesus, boy. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to the chat. I gotta get up out of here, man. I got shit to do. Facts ain't nothing but that. Yeah, man. I like that shit, man. That nigga Ye, man. I said to myself, I said, damn. Ye on some, that nigga Ye, man. Hey, what? Yo. That nigga had Lauryn Hill on top of that big ass globe. Them niggas was singing. Him and Lauryn Hill. Yeah, Ye, man. Ye is this nigga got hella hits too. Stronger. Like, it's mad song. Yo, when I seen that shit, I just started going through like Spotify, like Kanye, his discography. Yo, this nigga Ye got hella hits. You don't hear nobody challenging Ye in the verses. You hear some people say like Jay-Z and Nas or something like that, right? In the verses. But I never heard one person mention I never heard one nigga ever even mention Kanye name in a little slightest way about no verses, bro. Think about that. That nigga Ye is the greatest, bro. That nigga's the greatest of our generation. And we need to like make sure we kind of, I know he crazy. The nigga Ye is a little bit loony, but you just gotta let Ye be Ye, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him be, you gotta let Ye be Ye, and that's it. You know what I mean? But as far as like what he said about them people, I don't think Tupac said nothing crazy about them people like Ye did. Yeah, that nigga Ye, that nigga Ye. I seen this nigga Ye with DJ Akademiks. Look, let me show you something. Before I get up out of here, let me just look. I tell you, I could do a whole live on this shit. Let me see something real quick. This nigga Ye did a interview with a goddamn Ku Klux Klan outfit on. You don't remember that? This nigga is crazy, man. Hey, boy, this nigga crazy, son. Hey, look at this nigga Ye, man. Hey, for real, son. This nigga Ye is out of pocket, bro. For real, son. That nigga. Hey, man, this nigga Ye crazy, yo. Look at this nigga Ye.
Who do you think that is, and what do you think? Obviously, you said you're saying things that how you feel at the moment, and some people might feel like you're ruffling feathers. But who do you think would care that much that they would want to threaten your life? Because you do feel like your life is a little bit threatened, right?
Yeah, I think I definitely when I start bossing up for my kids, I definitely feel.
Hey, but that nigga crazy as fuck, man. Hey, man, that nigga Ye crazy, yo. Look at the game, son.
Yeah, I definitely feel that I was pushing life to the limits by pushing into the truth. Like we know that wasn't surprising when I put that image up.
Oh shit, this
Of my
nigga Ye
youngest
wild
daughter.
as a bitch,
Yeah,
girl. Look
that
at that
wasn't like the
nigga
most
Kanye,
surprising
son.
idea, but it'd be things that
That
happen that we know
nigga
happen that
crazy, yo.
we just can't do anything about. But then they push what.
Hey, where the fuck Ye get that goddamn outfit from, bro? That shit got me. I start sweating, yo. This nigga Ye is crazy. Where he get that outfit from? Where he find that shit, man? Yeah. Hey, yo, listen to me. Look. How did academics stay there with a straight face? Look at Act. look at Act. That nigga Act looking at that nigga like he crazy than a bitch. Look at Act.
Whatever agendas like on the media that they want us to focus on, and that's something where. I don't know who the people are, so it would sound like real conspiracy theory. I just know that the kid from Lincoln Park got killed for expressing some of these same truths. And for me, just as a father, at a certain point...
Hey, my bad, I forgot all about this shit. I see why they canceled this show now. Hey, yeah, you fucked up when you did that, yeah. Hey, yeah, they ain't gonna let you perform nowhere, bro. You fucked up. You crazy. This nigga gay. Oh, my bad, man. This nigga Ye crazy to me. All right, I'm done. Tupac ain't do that. Hey, yo, look, Tupac ain't even do that. That nigga Tupac wasn't dead, did no shit like that, boss. I don't know how academics stood there the whole time with a straight face. I would have been. Hey, bro, listen. I'd have been like it. We would have better get through the interview because ain't no way I could have looked in that nigga into that little hood right there with them eyes and kept a straight face. Like, where's this nigga? He looking in the hood like he trying to look in the eye like, nah, yeah. My bad, man. I can't do this, man. All right, man. Big salute to the chat. I gotta get up out of here. That nigga, yeah, he crazy. That fucked me up. It's mad other videos too you can find in Kanye that's funny. We forgot all about those. But yeah, salute to Ye, man. I really appreciate Kanye West. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Grown Business TV. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in.